I've been watching the coverage from for Ida. Prayers and thoughts to everybody back home. Hopefully it's nowhere near as bad as they had predicted, and it looks to be hopefully the case. And I'm going to hope that that is the case. But watching everything had me missing some of my favorite things from home. So I am doing some roast beef po'boys tomorrow. This is the night before, but I want to prep them now so I can put everything in the crock pot in the morning. And our mornings are kind of hectic, so I want to get this prepped. Basically, what we have here is oh, hello ceiling. Let's try this again. There we go. Here is a nice big chunk of beef. Let's see if it's a bottom round roast. Take it out of its little beautiful little wrapper there, and we're going to season it real quick with some salt and pepper. Instead of loving like fresh cracked pepper. This is really a simple thing. I mean, this if you have a crock pot, why wouldn't you have a crock pot for one? But if you have a crock pot, this is so simple. Just a little bit of salt, pepper. Then I'll take and stab the roast a couple of times. And get some nice big chunks of garlic. Like that, right in the little holes we made. It's just peeled whole cloves of garlic. I peeled them a few minutes ago. I don't like buying the pre-peeled stuff. It's a world thing. Look into how they make that stuff happen. That, flip it, and repeat. Set that to the side. And the only veg we have to prep for this is an onion. And that's all the prep work for the night before. I'm going to set this in the fridge tomorrow. We'll put a crock pot out. We'll get everything set up, and we'll be back. We're good. We're going to sear the roast on all sides, and I'm going to put it in a crock pot. You need to get the pan really hot. You want to make sure. There you go. You want that sound right there. All sides, all four sides, top. You want this here? See this? You want this little structure stuff to start happening. I'm gonna get this that fat cap side. Then we're gonna go ahead and put this in the crock pot. To the crock pot, we will add that sliced up onion that we did last night. Put that right in there. And 1 can of beef broth. To that, we're going to add some of the parents. That what's your sauce. We'll add some pickle pepper sauce. And that's that right there. And a little less than a teaspoon of beef base. Mix that together in there. Just pour that right on top. On the crock pot for 8 hours on low. Put on the top. And we will see you guys in 8 hours. Alright, so been about 8 hours. Let's see what we got sitting in the crock pot. Lead. Oh. It's about ready to just pull apart. So we're going to take it out. Set that over here. Whoops, yeah, it was ready to come apart, huh? We survived. Oh, good thing I had the buckets in there. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on high. Now, you can do this next step on the stove if you want, if you are making the roux right there. I have some roux in the fridge already. So, and I should go over how to make roux when I'm going to make gumbo later this week or next week. And I'll go over how to make roux with that. But with this, I'm just going to use the roux I already have from another project. And just drop that in there. And yes, you can refrigerate your roux for, I don't know, a couple of months, really. And just get that in there. I want to thicken this gravy up a little bit. You can use cornstarch if you want with this, but hey, this is Cajun. This is New Orleans food. This isn't made in a factory. So stop with that crazy cornstarch idea. Do it the right way. And this will thicken up over time. And we're not looking for it to get to thick, but I want to add a little bit of bite to it, if you will. So I'm just going to add a little bit of Cajun seasoning. And I'm using Slap Your Mama for this. I'm out of my own blend, and, well, Slap Your Mama works with this one. Don't want to use a whole lot, though. Better. Much better. Okay. So that's done. So we're going to go ahead and shred this beef up and put that back in and set it back in there for like another, well, go ready to make sandwiches. You can do it right away, or I'm waiting until my wife gets home from work. So I'm going to go ahead and tear these apart now. Hot, hot. How hot. This is how it should come apart. Look at that. Look at that. You can just touch this if you wanted. If it wasn't so hot, and it would just fall apart right there. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's a beautiful sight to see. That's what we're going to have to work with for sandwiches. That you have, my friends, some New Orleans style roast beef for Poboys. Make it two big ones because kids aren't going to know fixings. So this has my wife and I. Now, I baked the bread. We don't have access to Leidenheimer's or Schweppman's French bread or really any good French bread here without ordering a whole bunch online. So what I do here is I'm going to cut it. I bake it for about 10 minutes at 350. That makes the tops crispy like we used to at home. Um, then just really cut it like you would any other boy. You hear that crunchy crunch? Oh man, it's going to be so good. And I will sometimes take some of the little fluffy stuff out together. Don't tell them why. I like this stuff. And just basically come on, fellas. Y'all know these are treats. Don't be cheap with the mayo on this one. It's supposed to be messy, sloppy, and dripping with ooey gooey stuff. You use whatever mustard you like. I like this kind of stuff. Love whole grain mustard. Uh, Coops stone ground mustard. I don't know. I like it. And just take some of this wonderfully tasty meats and I fill up the boat with it. Yeah, I know that's the top. No question. Just trust me. Fill up the boat with it.